Hey, church. Glad you could join us today. I wanted to share a couple thoughts with you out of the book of Exodus. Remember in the book of Exodus, we find Moses, and he's kind of out in the middle of the wilderness tending his flocks. At this point, he had already fled Egypt. He had already killed the Egyptian taskmaster, and now he's out basically just tending sheep. And he's out there in the wilderness, and remember, he comes upon this burning bush. But the bush, while it's burning, it's not consumed. So it catches his interest. And he goes out to investigate. And he has this amazing encounter with the Lord. And during this time, the Lord speaks to him. He says, Moses, I want you to go, and I want you to go back to Egypt, and I want you to tell Pharaoh to let my people go. And remember, Moses comes up with a litany of excuses. I don't speak well, this. And the Lord basically addresses all of his concerns. And finally, Moses acquiesces and he says, okay, I'll do it. He says, but who should I say sent me? And in Exodus chapter 3, verse 14, God said to Moses, I am that I am. And he said, say this to the people of Israel, the I am has sent you. I am that I am. In Hebrew, it's Ayar, Asher, Ayar. And that's an important phrase for us. The I am. Remember in John's gospel, Jesus, he lays claim to that title himself, doesn't he? Remember, he says at one point, before Abraham was, I am. What is he saying? He's saying that I am the self-existent one. I am the all-sufficient one. I pre-exist all things. I created all things. I sustain all things. I need nothing. And think about that's who God is. How cool is it that the God that is all that has called us, and he commissioned us, and he wants to use us. Not because he needs us, but because he loves us and wants us to be involved in the things that he is doing. He's all-sufficient. He's self-sustaining. He's the God who was, who is, and who will be. And he's called us, and he loves us, and he wants to bless us, and he wants to use us for his kingdom and for his glory. So be encouraged in that today, that Jesus is the great I am, the Asher, Ayar, Asher, the sovereign, eternal, all-sufficient God who loves you. And he has a plan and a purpose for your life.